Good morning, everyone. We are starting up with the second part of the chapter Constitutional Design. Earlier, we have discussed about the importance of constitution in a particular country, that what is the need to have the constitution. Similarly, the constitution was drawn up for our own country, India, as well. And we have discussed the problem and the scenario at the time when the Indian constitution was framing out. Now, in today's lecture, we will discuss about in detail that how the constitution was framed out and who all contributed towards making of the Indian constitution. Firstly, let's start from the path of the constitution. Despite all these difficulties, there was one big advantage for the makers of the Indian constitution. Can you tell me what can be that benefit? Yes, whenever we make mistakes and whenever we go through any experiences, it helps us not to repeat same mistake or same conditions again in our life. So similarly, whatever we faced, whatever we experienced in our past helped our leaders to frame out the Indian constitution much betterly. Similarly, you can say that even our nationalist movement was not merely a struggle against a foreign rule. It was also a struggle to rejuvenate our country and to transform our society and politics. So, then it helped us, our country, to develop in a more better way. Fine. As far as in 1928, Motilal Nehru and 8 other Congress leaders drafted a constitution for India. In 1931, the resolution at the Karachi session of the Indian National Congress dwelt on how independent India's constitution should look like. So, 1931 में कराची सेशन के टाइम पे ये डिसाइड किया गया था कि जो हमारा इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन होगा वो कैसे दिखेगा. इसमें हमने कुछ मेन पॉइंट्स को कंसिडर्ड किया, जैसे कि यूनिवर्सल एडल्ट फ्रेंचाइज, राइट टू फ्रीडम, इक्वालिटी, प्रोटेक्टिंग द राइट्स ऑफ माइनॉरिटीज़. क्यों? क्योंकि यही सब चीज़ें जो हैं वो हमें ब्रिटिश के टाइम पे नहीं मिली थी. दैट इज़ वाई वी टेकन दिस इनटू कंसिडरेशन. सम बेसिक वैल्यूज़ वर एक्सेप्टेड. व्हाट बेसिक वैल्यूज़ वर accepted by all leaders much before the Constituent Assembly met to deliberate on the Constitution. So हम किन बेसिक वैल्यूज़ की बात कर रहे हैं? यूनिवर्सल एडल्ट फ्रेंचाइज, राइट टू फ्रीडम, इक्वालिटी, प्रोटेक्टिंग द राइट्स ऑफ माइनॉरिटीज़. ये कुछ बेसिक वैल्यूज़ हैं जिनको हमने स्टार्टिंग से ही कंसिडर करके चले हैं. नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द familiarity with political institutions of colonial rule also helped develop an agreement over the institutional design. So कैसे जो ब्रिटिश के टाइम का रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस हैं उन्होंने हमें कैसे हेल्प किया टू फ्रेम अ बेटर इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. The British rule had given voting rights only to a few. On that basis, the British had introduced very weak legislature. Elections were held in 1937. फाइन. सो 1937 के जो इलेक्शंस हुए थे, क्या वो सक्सेसफुल थे? नो, दीज वर नॉट फुल्ली डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट, सो दैट इज़ वाई इट वॉज नॉट वेरी सक्सेसफुल. बट इससे जो एक्सपीरियंस मिला इंडियंस को, जो हमने एक्सपीरियंस गेन किया इन द वर्किंग ऑफ द लेजिस्लेटिव इंस्टीट्यूशंस, प्रूव टू बी वेरी यूजफुल फॉर द कंट्री इन सेटिंग अप इट्स ओन इंस्टीट्यूशन. सो हमारी कंट्री को ये एक बहुत बड़ा फ़ायदा हुआ. नाउ वी कैन से दैट इज़ वाई द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन अडॉप्टेड मैनी institutional details and procedure from colonial laws like the Government of India Act 1937. So जो ब्रिटिशर्स के टाइम पे जो लॉज हमारी कंट्री के बेनिफिट के लिए बने हुए थे उनको हमने एज इट इज़ एक्सेप्ट कर लिया था. Years of thinking and deliberation on the framework of the constitution had another benefit. So, बहुत लंबे समय तक हमने अपने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के ऊपर डिबेट्स किए, बहुत सारे थॉट्स रखे, बहुत सारे डिसीजंस चेंज किए गए. सो ऑल दिस हेल्प टू फ्रेम अ बेटर एंड अ स्ट्रॉन्गर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन फॉर आवर कंट्री. आवर लीडर्स गेन्ड कॉन्फिडेंस टू लर्न फ्रॉम अदर कंट्रीज. और हमने साथ ही साथ दूसरी कंट्रियों के मिस्टेक से और एक्सपीरियंसेस से भी लेसन्स लिए और अपने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को और मजबूत बनाया. Many of our leaders were inspired by the ideals of French Revolution, the practice of parliamentary democracy in Britain, and the bills of rights in the USA. Fine. So all this, whatever going on in the world in different countries, helped Indian leaders to frame a better constitution for our own citizens. All these factors contributed to the making of our constitution, helped us not to repeat the same mistake again and to build a better nation. So now let's discuss the points we have learned in this topic. 1928 drafted Constitution for India by Motilal Nehru and 8 other Congress leaders. 1931 Resolution at Karachi on how independent India's constitution should look like with the following features. और क्या थे ये features? Universal adult franchise, right to freedom and equality, to protecting the rights of minorities. ये points important हैं जो हमने इस topic में पढ़ा. Now let's see the another topic. What is the another topic? The Constituent Assembly. And with this, the question arises, who were the makers of the Indian Constitution? So हमें basic definition constitution की तो पता है. The drafting of the document called the Constitution, and done by whom? Done by an assembly of elected representatives called the Constituent Assembly. जो elected members थे, elected representatives थे, जिन्होंने ये डिसीजंस लिए, जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाया, उस टीम को हम बोलते हैं कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली. Elections to the Constituent Assembly were held in July 1946. Its first meeting was held in December 1946. Fine. So सबसे पहली Constituent Assembly का इलेक्शन कब हुआ था? In 1946. और ये वही टाइम है जब country was facing partition of India and Pakistan. So with this, the Constituent Assembly was also divided into Constituent Assembly of India and that of Pakistan. जिसकी वजह से जो इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है वो उसमें कितने मेंबर्स थे? सिर्फ 299 members were there who wrote Indian Constitution. And this constitution was adopted on 26th November 1946, but it came into effect on 26th January 1950. To mark this day, we celebrate January 26 as Republic Day every year. Got it? So now let's move towards the next question. Why should we accept the constitution made by this assembly more than 50 years ago? बात भी सही है. जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन 50 साल से भी ज़्यादा पुराना हो चुका है, एंड विद द चेंजिंग टाइम वी हैवंट चेंज द थिंग्स, तो हम कैसे इस आउटडेटेड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को एक्सेप्ट करके चल रहे हैं? कैन एनीवन टेल मी? There can be reasons. Firstly, we can say the constitution does not reflect the values of its members alone. It expresses a broad consensus of its time. क्योंकि ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ डिसीजन सिर्फ 299 लोगों का नहीं था, ये उन हर एक व्यक्ति के लिए लिया गया, हर एक इंसान के लिए लिया गया जो इस कंट्री में रहता है. सबको इम्पोर्टेंस देते हुए इस डिसीजन को लिया गया है. So that is why we can't say that it is a matter for few people, for few generation or for few time. Fine. That is why we are accepting it for a longer period of time. आपको पता है, in some of the countries their constitution keeps on changing. Some change every years, some has the constitution but does not follow in their country. So all these problems and defects is being faced in many of the different countries, but in our country, over the last half a century, several groups have questioned some provision of the constitution, but no large social group or political party have ever questioned the legitimacy of the constitution itself. It is an unusual achievement for any constitution. थोड़े बहुत changes तो होते आए हैं according to the time, but not a very big change, or nobody has question for its legitimacy. Fine. Now let's see the second reason for accepting this constitution. That the Constituent Assembly represented the people of India. There was no universal adult franchise at that time. So the Constituent Assembly could not have been chosen directly by all the people of India. क्योंकि उस टाइम पे यूनिवर्सल एडल्ट फ्रेंचाइज नहीं था. दैट इज़ वाई जो 299 मेंबर्स रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे थे, दे ओनली टुक द डिसीजन बट एज अ कॉमन पीपल, सो दैट the problems and the aspiration of the common people can also be taken into consideration. Fine. Now let's list down the points we have learned. Starting up with the first, elections to the Constituent Assembly were held in July 1946 and its first meeting in December 1946. Afterwards, the country was divided into India and Pakistan. The Constituent Assembly that wrote the Indian Constitution had 299 members. A drafting committee chaired by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar prepared a draft constitution for discussion. It was discussed clause by clause, though several rounds of discussion. The Assembly adopted the Constitution on 26th November 1949 and came into effect on 26th January 1950. Now turn the page. Yes. The Assembly was dominated by the Indian National Congress and the party that led India's freedom struggle. But the Congress itself included a variety of political groups and opinion. Not all people were very satisfied with this Constituent Assembly. Some were happy, some were questioning. But although they all were talking about and they all were thinking about the India's future. So that is why there was a need to satisfy each and every question of the people sitting in that assembly. उसके लिए क्या किया गया? The Constituent Assembly worked in a systematic, open and consensual manner. कैसे किया गया ये? वो इसलिए इसको इतना सिस्टमैटिकली प्रोसेस में लाया गया सो दैट सबके क्वेश्चंस का आंसर दिया जाए एंड सबके अप्रूवल से ही इसको फाइनलाइज किया जा सके. फर्स्ट, some basic principles were decided and agreed upon. Then, a drafting committee chaired by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar prepared a draft constitution for discussion. अब जब constitution frame out किया गया, after that each and every topic was discussed clause by clause. Fine. More than 2000 amendments were considered. What is amendments? Amendments means changes. So more than 2000 changes were included. The members deliberated for 114 days, spread over 3 years. Every document presented and every word spoken in the Constituent Assembly has been recorded and preserved. सो उस टाइम पे जो भी डिसीजन लिए गए या जो भी डिस्कशन किया गया, सबकी रिकॉर्डिंग्स गवर्नमेंट के पास प्रिजर्व्ड है, अवेलेबल है. These were called Constituent Assembly debates. When printed, these debates was 12 bulky volumes. You can imagine 12 bulky volumes. These debates provided the rationale behind every provision of the Constitution. These are used to interpret the meaning of the Constitution. So, all these debates, all those discussion helped the government of every new generation to understand that why the decisions were taken. जो भी rules and regulation बनाए गए हैं उसके पीछे क्या reason है, everything is been there in those 12 bulky volumes. I hope you understood the chapter till here. Keep on reading the chapter properly so that you can understand more in detail. Now let's sum up with the important topics we have discussed. More than 2000 amendments were considered. The members deliberated for 114 days spread over 3 years. Every document and word spoken in the Constituent Assembly has been recorded and preserved, which is called Constituent Assembly debate. These debates provide our 12 bulky volumes. So ये इसके important points हैं. So with this we end up with the video for this chapter.